Hi, Mrs. Anita Kundra for IELTS Without Effort, an ex-IELTS examiner. So I'll be quickly reading out to you the cue cards that are often asked in these days, like in March and April. So you can expect these cue cards, though one cannot predict as an ex-IELTS examiner, one cannot predict the what is exactly going to be the cue card, but you can just note down these important ones. I'll be speaking slowly so that you can jot them down. Now, describe a thing that you want to learn. So it could be a skill, right? And describe a time you spent alone. So you after your exams, you have gone on a long journey, you wanted to refresh yourself, like that. So you spent the time alone. And describe a time when you had a long walk. So you could go for a long walk because was advised by your physician or your doctor that you should be looking after your health. Now, it doesn't matter, that you are hale and hearty or as fit as a fiddle and then, like that. And you are saying that, that you were asked by your physician. Okay. So that doesn't matter even if you're lying. The only thing is that you should be speaking something, right? So then there's an ambition that you fail to achieve. See, you could be a commerce student or a science student. You wanted to learn that, but you found it was very difficult or anything, I'm just giving you some hint also. Then something that you got for free. Now, could be an expensive watch or an expensive mobile, or then when you had a special cake for yourself. So any special cake, it could be a cake that was made by somebody or something like that, a birthday cake, and then you can describe the cake, how it was. Then a toy, it could be a teddy bear. I have also put this on my Telegram, that is IELTS Without Effort. I have put that audio, for this toy because people were finding it difficult. So you can go and, just hear that, it is IELTS Without Effort, the Telegram. Okay. That's a group there. So then a lesson that you remember well, it could be your teacher who was teaching you very well in the school, something like that, and then it could be also something of value that has, some moral value, that also. Then a city of your country which you would like to visit or live. So any part of your country which you would like to live and why. Okay. It is always like that. I'm just telling you. And then I have already told on my Instagram reels and on my YouTube that you do not have to, follow the serial. Okay. In the cue card, you can, do it anyway, but it should not be out of topic, right? And then, okay, the time when you got up extremely early, you can note it down. So when you were going to some, what you can say, an idea can be like you are going out to, for some historic journey, you had to get up early. So you can, just link it like that. You have to be smart enough. Then a gift that you would like to buy for someone. Now, this could be, you can just mold it that a thing that you got for free. Now, that the same thing you would like to, buy for someone. So you can have one thing and then you can practice it for the both cue cards. Again, then the skill that you find it difficult and you would want to learn it. Now, that could be cooking. A thing that you find difficult to learn or thing you want to learn. So for all that, you can use cooking. Then difficult thing that you did, any difficult thing that you did. Now, it could be a cake that you found it difficult. Now, people may find it easy, but then it's okay. If you find cooking difficult, so you could describe that. I'm just giving you ideas, just so that you don't get, nervous. And then, any place in the countryside. That means you have to describe a village here, right? Then you have, describe a person who was with you in the school time, So it could be your teacher also, and it could be your friend also. Then something that you cannot live without. Now that could be the same thing that you have gifted somebody, or you have got it for free. The same thing can be done. Then it is an item on which you spend more than you expected. Now that could be the same thing, right? Then a creative person you admire and like to or spend time with. Now there's a cue card that a person that you follow on the social media. Now he could be the same person. He could be a creative person. He would be a person whom you would like to spend time with. So these are multiple ideas that you can really, you can really mold according to the question. Then describe a cold winter morning. Okay. A rule that you did not like in the school, suppose you don't like wearing the school dress because it was very shabby, or it was not in fashion, or whatever. I'm just giving you an idea. It could be any rule, So it could be any rule that you have to be very punctual, for your school. Even if it is 5 minutes late, you were made to stand in the sun or whatever. So just I'm giving you any rule that you did not like in the school. That doesn't matter, and whatever it is. Okay. Then a time when you had to be friendly with a person who you do not like. Okay. So you have to be friendly with any person. Then a time when you gave advice to somebody. Suppose your friend wanted that he should be going for a science stream, but he was not that good. So you advised like that. So it could be anything. I'm just giving you some idea. And then a good service that you have received from any company. Now this could be a very general thing. And then you were waiting for something that is special, a time when you were waiting for something special. It could be your sister's wedding, it could be your brother's wedding, or it could be your wedding, or it could be anything special that you were waiting for, but the circumstances were like that you could not, it could not be done immediately, or it could not happen immediately. And the story that was told to you and you remember well, most of you do not have an idea about this. So I'll be posting an audio also, and I try to post a video also for this, that story that you have told, and then why do you remember it? So these are the cue cards, and I'm saying that you cannot predict the cue cards. See, I'm an ex-IELTS examiner. I'm not saying that you can predict the cards, but these are the cards that are being asked, and they could be asked. Like in the part 1, I remember some of my students had said that they're asking about cars, about sports, about dreams, something like that. So these are the general things, and you should work on them, right? And if you want any coaching for the speaking, since I'm an ex-IELTS examiner, even I'm giving the evaluation services. So if you want to be assessed before your exam, you should know your real score, either in, writing or in speaking. You can, WhatsApp me at 919779519585. And please subscribe and follow. Though I'm not very good in editing, but this is an extempo. I want to give you the content, right? So please pay attention to these cue cards. And if you want any coaching, any help, I am there for you. Thank you, and all the best for your exams.